another thought on my mind. Inspiration and motivation are both temporary means to just spark your fire. You shouldn't use somebody else or the way that they carry themselves, the way that they've inspired you in a mindset to be your fuel forever. You have to come to a point to where now you can fuel yourself to where you want to get something done. If I have a goal, let's say I want to run 5 miles, okay? The furthest I've run so far is 3.5 miles. But if I want to run 5 miles and then I watch some motivational speeches about how I can get to it, and as long as I believe in myself, I can do it and all this stuff, that's cute, okay? And then if I see somebody who got one of their legs blown off in a combat zone and they ran 10 miles or they ran a half marathon or a full marathon with a prosthetic leg, that's cool. Like, wow, that is a great physical feat. So now I can't have an excuse to where I limit myself and say, okay, I can't do it. That's only showing me that I can find a way in my own will and volition to accomplish a goal. However, that shouldn't be my fuel whenever I start my run. I shouldn't be thinking to myself, okay, if he can do it, I can do it. If he can do it, I can do it. If he can do it, I can do it. Because when you're doing that, when you're repeating that message that because somebody else can do it, you can do it, you're equating yourself to them. Because that person might have gone to an extra length in their training to prepare for that moment. And you might not have done that. You might be doing the bare minimum. You might not be doing sprint training. You might not be doing endurance work. You might not be doing cardiovascular training. And now whenever you get to the run portion of it, you get in 2 minutes, you haven't paced yourself correctly, and now you're gassed. So physically, you're not going to be able to do it because you pushed your body to a limit that it's not going to be able to sustain for 5 miles. And whenever you don't know how to pace yourself and you continue to keep running that pace, you're going to inevitably start catching cramps. You're going to start being very uncomfortable. You're going to start losing breath. And I don't want to say that you're going to stop, because I don't know everybody. There might be somebody that runs 3 more miles in excruciating pain. Good. But it's very likely that you won't finish the 5-mile goal. I know personally I won't. If my pain gets to a certain threshold, I stop running. Not because I feel like I can't finish it, but I feel like I can run another day. So don't use motivation and inspiration as your fuel. Just change your mind. Make it about, if I want to be better, I have to do something different than I was doing yesterday. My favorite quote is by Voddie Baucham. He's a pastor. He says, I want to be better today than I was yesterday and better tomorrow than I am today. And I live by that. If you live by that in every aspect of your life, you're going to try to improve every single day in some area. So if you can't run a mile today, let's say your goal is 5 miles by next week. Okay, and you can't run a mile, and you watch all these videos for motivation, inspiration, and you're like, wow, if they can do it, I can do it. You're not telling yourself I can do 5 miles right now because they've done it. You're telling yourself that if they can work hard, I can work hard, and if they can get a goal accomplished, I can get a goal accomplished. Because at the end of the day, we're all humans. And we're equal in the sense of we're all humans. Of course, genetics play a part in physical feats and things like that, but we're all molded to be able to get things done as humans. I don't know why that flipped. But anyways, so you go out tomorrow, you try to run, you run half a mile, you're gassed, you're about to die, okay? Don't give up that day. Don't make the end of that day over with. Try to run another half a mile later when you've caught your breath, you've already had food in you for hours, you've rested, because now you're training your body to know that you're going to be under tension, and you're going to make sure that you're really trying to train your mind. So when you're putting your body under tension, what you're doing is showing your mind, hey, this is uncomfortable. This is something new, but we're going to do it and we're going to get through it. So whenever you start doing that continually, as David Goggins says, you're armoring your mind so that once you have unlocked your mind, you have unlimited potential. Because once you control your mind and your mind realizes that every obstacle you come up to, you're going to keep going no matter how difficult it is, then your body follows suit. Now, that might not be the case for anybody else or everybody, because the feats that David Goggins has gone through are pretty incredible. A lot of them, like running on broken legs, things like that in Navy SEAL training, that's not for the average Joe. However, his message was, if he can control his mind and that affects his body, you can do the same thing. So if you're willing to open your mind to the possibility that if you believe in yourself and you run your own race, you don't make it about a competition, you don't make it about, oh, because somebody else can do it, I can do it, in the sense of I can accomplish what they accomplish, and you make it more about, if they can finish their goal, I can finish my goal, you have a lot better way of succeeding in life. And I believe in everybody, because ultimately I've seen some crazy things in my life where I can't doubt somebody's ability to do something. So make sure you believe in yourself, make sure you love God, put him first, ask him to be your strength and your weakness, and there's really no obstacle that can stop you from achieving greatness. There's no excuse that should hold you back from going the extra mile. There's no real reason why we can't be better than who we were yesterday. So I hope everyone who watches this gets something from it. I hope you do better to be better, because you are better than who you were yesterday if you strive for that. So love you, peace. I'll see y'all.